Welcome to the part 1 of the video. In this, we would be covering one important sector which I think should be a concern for investors. But before I cover this sector, I would like to have a brief background about this sector. There are many sectors in the world, those who are dependent on the economy. And there are many sectors of the world, those who are not dependent on the economy, rather, they create economy. So, example, information technology is one of the sector who do not dependent on the economy, rather they create economy. Technology sector, just like chip making, space, they create economy. They do not depend upon economy. So, example, if we speak Infosys, HCL, TCS, Wipro, Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, all these big names, Sapient, Cognizant, Accenture, and many such good names, they were all were startups. All were startups. But at the end, they end up being a big companies. Like if I speak about Apple, as we speak, they have near about 250 billion. You heard me right. 250 billion worth of cash. This is beyond expectation that you have this level of cash as we speak, only with one company. Forget Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Sapient, Accenture, Cognizant. God knows how much cash they are holding. We do not know. There are millions of jobs which is being created by these IT companies. Now, what does that mean? It effectively meant that they are economy creators. But if you look at the other sectors, just like real estate, aviation, hospitality, they are not economy creators. They depend upon economy. So, example, if you are working in a company, suppose just taking a hypothetical example, you are working in Apple and your salary is very good. So, during the 4th of July or maybe some other US holiday, depend upon the location of the Apple you work, you go to the holidays with your family. You go to restaurants with your family. You go to movie with your family. You spare some money for that because your salary is very good and Apple is a cash rich company. They have good products. So no, nothing to bother. So you once you travel, you create a demand for the aviation sector. Be it any airlines, British Airways, Lufthansa, or any airlines. You create a demand. Now, since you create a demand, in turn, these aviation companies hire the employees. Now, if there is a demand, they ask for more Boeing plane or maybe Airbus plane, whatever they like. They ask for more pilots, more crew members, and all. You go to some country, you stay there 1 week, 2 week, you stay in the hotel get demand, and hotel hire employees. So indirectly or directly, there is an employment generation. So they are not creating any economy, they are dependent on the economy. That's very important thing which we need to learn. So there are two sectors which we have. Now the first sector is the economy creators and the second sector is the not economy creators, rather they dependent on the economy. Corona hit the world in 2020, beginning of 2020. There are many apprehensions, many articles, lab leaks, and whatever we have on the Google who suggest that Corona hit somewhere in August 2019. But I'm not a doctor, so I'm not taking these apprehensions until otherwise I have a evidence. So to me, Corona hit in 2020. 2020 was devastating year for the sector which I mentioned, which is aviation, hospitality, and real estate. People were thinking that 2021 also you know, in 2021 vaccines rolled out and so many positivity on the media only for the sake of formality, people thought that it would end up being a good year. But unfortunately, by 2021 end, the world saw Omicron. And as we speak, we are having near about 1.7 to 2 million cases. You heard me right. 1.7 to 2 million cases on a daily basis in Omicron across the globe, along with fatalities. Now, the biggest question is, if we speak about the aviation sector, then the aviation sector is in a big mess, rather a huge mess. And to me, this mess is beyond expectations. According to Bloomberg, aviation sector is sitting on about 340 billion. You heard me right. 340 billion worth of debt. And this debt needs to be repaid, by the way. You cannot run away. Many top aviation companies of the globe already defaulted. Or if not, they are under the, I would say, the complete support of the government. So if the government, the local government say no, these aviation companies gone. Simply gone. So as we speak, because of Omicron, the world is facing near about 1.7 to 2 million cases. And by the way, like I said in my earlier videos in a COVID series, Omicron is not the last variant. The world would have more variant as the time pass. Henceforth, aviation sector is definitely a cause of concern, at least to me and to the investors as well. Now, this is part 2 of the video. In the part 3, we would be elaborating more about the aviation sector. Have a great time ahead.